you can see I've already kind of been messing in here and looking at some stuff. I actually already have the design in mind, but what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to prompt it and to be able to get the designs that might be able to help you out. So whether you have like a block, you know, because usually after a while, and I've been accused of this a lot, actually, doing the same design over and over and over again. And I agree. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard to break away from doing the same old normal stuff, especially when you've been doing it for so long. So I feel like this is a great way to be able to brainstorm ideas and to be able to see, you know, what else we can kind of come up with. So let's see if I can clear that out. Okay. All right. So the first thing I was going to do is I'm going to take a picture of the panel that we're working with. So this is the panel. So if you plan on painting a hood, a motorcycle tank, or whatever, I suggest just taking a picture of it. So what we're going to do is go into our camera. We're just going to come up here, make sure I got it in the. Okay, so I just snapped a picture of that. You can see there. Let's go ahead and we will rotate this real quick so that we have it the correct orientation. So there's a panel right there. Done. We'll save that guy. We're going to come into ChatGPT here. We're going to hit the plus sign right here. That's going to allow us to upload a photo. Okay, we're going to click that. So now the photo is uploaded. And now to prompt the thing. So what we're going to do, so we got our photo in there. Let's go ahead and, you know, you either type it in or talk to it. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk to it here. Use my microphone. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try this again. Okay, hold on here. Let's try it one more time. We'll load that. We're going to go ahead and prompt it here. I have it. Excuse me for this. Take this hood panel design. Let's see. Let's try it again. I'll go ahead and type it in because I don't think that's working very good. So let's go ahead. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Take this hood panel and design a low rider style paint job featuring Limeline brand colors. Include overlapping symmetrical SYMM. Help me out here, Ashley.
It's right there on your page.
Symmetrical panels. Okay. Fine line tape. Layout with 1/8 inch and 1/16 inch lines. Let's see what my other notes I have here. Let's include fish scales because we know we got them. Lace. And or hexagon patterns. Add a 1 inch, we'll do 1 inch, silver leaf stripe. With a engine turn. Look. Okay, I think that's all it's going to need. Now we can obviously go in there and put more detail as we're going, but we can refine these photos as we go. So if we're going to hit this, it's going to start thinking. It's going to take a minute. Now it'll take a minute, and I'll go ahead and pull up. So if we have any changes, we can go ahead and just tell it to change it. If there's something we don't like, we'll say change this to that, or change the colors. But it's pretty smart. We'll see what it comes up with. If you guys have any questions right now, this will take about 1 to 2 minutes right here. Some of the stuff we'll be using the fine line tape. We can use blue, orange, or green. 1/8 and 1/16. Find my 1/8 over here. Okay, we've got some tape here, 1/8, 1/16. We'll use up some of these smaller rolls. Things still thinking. It'll pull up something here in a minute. I'll kind of explain some of the colors that we'll be using. So this is what had actually popped up before. The colors are a little bit different, but this is what we had before. We can actually even, here it goes right here. So this one's actually putting the lime line directly into the panel itself. That's pretty cool. Let's see if that finishes loading up there. The nice thing is you can get out of this and move around. Oh, request timed out. Okay, we can go ahead and get out of there, and this will still be working in the background. We can go ahead and go into my photos, and we can see some of the images that I was able to create. So this is the image I decided I'm going to go with right here. And I printed it out. We were out of green ink, but you see it printed out in blue and purple, which also looks great. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint it in the green. This is what the ChatGPT came up with after we uploaded the photo and prompted it out to say, this is what we want. So let's see if we got anything back on this thing. There we go. It's starting to do it here. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Depends on how many people are on right now making images. Usually earlier in the morning, it's a lot quicker. And also another cool thing is if you're not sure how to prompt it, and I actually did this at first, if you're not sure like what to say, just tell them what you're doing and ask it how to prompt it. So like just pretty much just say, I'm making a lowrider style design on this hood panel. What's the best way to be able to prompt you to get the best results, the best image? And then it'll give you a big list of stuff that you can say and include. So you can even brainstorm ideas on how to prompt it. It's pretty crazy. So you see that's still working.
So the blue and purple is fire. They said that they're awesome designs.
Yeah, cool. We're going to do it the green, but you can see here, I'll just try to get up there close where it's focus. You can see here where you can see the fish scales, the lace. I really want this to load up here. Come on. Okay, but we'll go ahead and we're not going to wait forever. This can go ahead and load in the background, and we can kind of look. And as we have time, we can come back and go and refine these images. But we need to get to work. This is going to take us a little bit. So let's get to it. So we'll just let this sit right there for a minute, do its thing. Okay, we're gonna need, so since we're gonna match the grain, we need green, a goldish green, and a little bit of silver leaf, and then also we need candy black to be able to do this. We're gonna need fish skull stencils, 1/8 inch fine line, 1/16 inch fine line, and a little bit of lace here. So pretty much we already have this panel already ready to go. So this has been prepped and primed with a spray can, and we used another can here. We used just a can right here of metal flake. Sprayed that, hit it with clear coat, sanded it down, and that's where we're at now. So this is sanded metal flake, all nice and smooth, being clear coated. So our tape's going to stick to this really nice. If you just try to put the flake down and stick the tape to it, it's not going to happen. The tape's just going to come off. You need to have it clear coated and sanded smooth. That way it's a nice smooth surface for the tape to be able to adhere to. It's just not gonna stick to their stuff. Okay. When I printed this out, I did measure it out and I did do a center line. This style of paint job is a lot different than what I'm used to. I'm really out of my comfort zone. Like some of these right here, where they're just kind of ending. That's not usually something I would do. But I'm going to go ahead and match it up best I can to what we have. I'm not going to try to change it unless I have to. Maybe some of these will come. I'll just bring them straight out. Same thing. Maybe not right there, but some of these just come straight off. This one will too. That way, instead of coming to a point, make it a little bit easier, and we're not really losing anything. We're pretty much staying pretty close to our reference there. Okay, so we got our center line. We got our, what's that called, Ash? A grid?
Yep.
We got our grid. And we need to take some 16th inch, and we're going to go ahead and grid out our panel here.
Can you leave that phone in the corner?
No. Huh? Oh, okay. It's okay. Nobody's going to steal my password, Ashley.
No.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to measure it out. What are we at here? We're 18 3/4. So what's half of 18 3/4, Ashley? Do you know?
9.
9. Got that part.
I'm not sure about the other part. Don't ask me because you don't know.
Well, it's one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3/8. 3/8 plus 3/8 make 3/4.
9 3/8.
9 3/8.
That lack's better at math than me.
Okay, I need something to mark this. Is there a pencil right there? There should be right there. I used a pencil.
Oh.
Thank you. What was it again? 9 and what?
9 3/8.
1, 2, 3. 9 3/8. Can you even see that on there? I can see it on there barely.
See it on the paper.
Yeah, we'll mark the paper too. Okay, let's do this bottom part right here. Let's see. Right here, we'll go right here. 16. What's half of 16?
We can't see that bottom half.
Oh.
Matters on the phone or not.
Not sure. There we go. 16. Let's see. Is that where we're at on the bottom? Yep, 16. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We'll take some 16th inch. Take some orange maybe, huh? That way we can see it better. Okay, that's going to be our center line. Okay, we need to do one more right across here. No, it's okay. I got it now. And we'll do the same thing right here.
Something was stinging and it's a cut. mosquito bite on my finger.
Half of 14. We're at 7. We'll mark that on both sides. Okay. Don't need that anymore.
Sticker said, I always go brain dead trying to come up with a design sometimes, so using AI could really help instead of spending hours scrolling Google and Instagram for ideas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it'll definitely give you a different look than what's normal. And if you guys follow me for a long time, this is not something I usually do. I love it, and I'm glad I'm doing it. And I picked it because it's something so different. I'm gonna put that off to the side there.
Bigger on the bottom than the top.
Oh no, did I do that wrong? Let's double check that.
Oh, that doesn't look.
That does not look right.
You meant to do that. Pretty sure that doesn't look even, but you're measuring the little part, not the whole big part.
Oh yeah, that's my problem.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let's go from here to here. We're at 14 3/4. Let's pull that. Dang it.
Now, why did you use orange tape? For the color?
Yeah, just for the color. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so from here straight up to right there, we're at 14 3/4. So we're going to be a 7 3/8, right? As stickers.
No, it was fat lac.
Oh, fat lac, sorry.
He just said he measured from the tip of the curve, not the whole panel.
Oh, he caught that too. All right. Thank you.
Someone's awake.
All my stuff is crooked. If you ask me, like if you
sure.
should see some of the other panels I've done.
I'm not sure who's the one.
I'm not that good. Okay, so we were at so 7 3/8. 7.
And he did just say, "Yep."
7 3/8. Okay, I'll make sure I can see that. That'll give me an idea where it's at.
It's like it's not your design, so you don't know what you're doing, huh?
That's exactly what's going on here.
You're feeling out of place.
Yeah, I do. So out of place.
I can tell because you're on the struggle bus a little bit.
I am?
Yeah.
No, I know.
On point. You can't.
You just don't worry. I'm gonna get this here, okay?
Well, if I didn't worry, then you would have had a way crooked panel or uneven panel.
Yeah, you're right. I can't take my eyeballs off of this line or I'm gonna lose it. Okay, right there. And I see that one right there. How's that look? Way better, huh? Okay. That was harder than it should have been. I'm hoping things are going to go better here. Okay.
You can tell you're definitely out of your...
Yeah, let me turn this fan on. It's getting hot.
Zone here. It's like you're a new painter, not sure what to do.
True story. Okay, and you can see I did the same kind of a graph there too. So I'm able to kind of see kind of things where things start and where they stop. Okay, let's. I'm going to raise this camera up just a little bit, maybe, so they can see a little better. Okay, there. You kind of see that too. What we got going on?
Do you usually paint your edge inside the gas filler of a tank or keep it outside to avoid flames? I had tanks start to fill from inside.
Yeah, that's kind of tricky on that, you know. It's hard to be able to contain that fuel from messing with the paint. Best thing you can do is I back mask it, and it kind of like, no, you don't want to paint inside of it or around it. You really don't. Yeah, it all depends on the fuel bung. Some fuel bungs are easy, some are hard. It all depends if they have that little edge, that indent ring on it. Those are usually pretty good. You usually don't have problems with those, some of the newer Hardy tanks. But the older shovel heads and stuff like that, they're just prone to the gas eating up that paint. So I haven't really had much of a problem with it that I know of, but yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a spot to see where I want to start. And let's see, looking around here, where's a good place to start here? Maybe this one, because it comes right out into the center and it meets about right there. And we're not going to make this thing perfect, just pretty close. So we're going to come out here and make that line to start. Let's do that. Try that one more time. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. We'll go ahead and chop it off. Did you see what happened to my blade? There it is. Okay, thank you. Actually, that needs to go like right. You see that center line right there? That needs to go be like right here. Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Okay, I'm not used to matching this stuff up like this. We'll go ahead and trim it off there, and then maybe we will. Is that a good spot? That should probably work right there. And then right off of that, and then we're going to kind of aim like directly into the corner, really. Nice, smooth flow on that. Cut this off. Okay. That look okay? Yeah, pretty close. I mean, it's a little farther out right there, but we're just going to get it close. Doesn't need to be exact. Yeah. No, I'm on it now. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to rip right through this thing. Promise you. And then, okay. Once I get into the flow of it. Okay, we're going to trim this guy right here. And then looks like that goes into a point here as well. You see I just followed the line of the tape right there, and I cut on top of the other one. Gives it a nice clean line. This one, let's go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull this one up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this guy to kind of look like what we had there. So that'll come off in a little point. That's very different than anything I've ever done in the past. I never usually leave a line hanging like that. But we're going to, because we're doing something different here. Okay, same thing here. I'm just going to kind of cut this. Maybe on this side I'll do it. That looks nice. I like that. Okay. That, and then looks like there's one more. We'll go ahead and do that one in a 1/16 inch. So let's put the 1/8 inch down. And maybe we'll do the 1/16 inch in the blue. What do you say? Blue tape? If I can find the edge here.
It's a nice steady hand, Adam. I see why I actually married you.
I'm good for something around here. I can't find the edge of the tape. I know that. Okay. Right on the inside, we're just going to give it a little. Let's see. Come down. It's not going to be exactly the same. This one kind of arches quite a bit. Okay, usually with 1/16 inch, you can just cut it on a blunt end. That's what I usually do. And go ahead and trim. And then we'll just something close to it at least, you know. Not perfect, but okay. And then we'll fill that in. Let's keep moving on. We'll go back to the 1/8 inch here. What's another good one? So we have. Whoop, apologize for that. Looks like this one right here comes out. Okay, that's another easy one right there. So we're pretty much going to follow. We're going to follow this. Where am I at here? This is that line. We're going to follow this one out, come out a little fatter, and then bring it down like that. Oh, okay, we got this. We got this. And it comes out to about the same height as that. Is that going to need enough room for those? Let's do that a little bit more. Maybe make this come in just a little bit farther there. Just do a little bit more still. It's the nice thing about tape is you can always pill it. Okay, right there is where we want it. Enough room because these lines need to go up in there. There's a couple more lines there. So we can go ahead and trim that right there. And then this line right down there. So it actually goes up right over our center line right there. Just barely. It does curl up quite a bit though. Like maybe come up here a little bit. We don't need to go to the end. Oh yeah, definitely up a little taller. One more time. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. Nice. Oh, this one's pretty easy here. We're just going to follow the edge. Yeah, we're just basically going to follow the same kind of look here. We're flying now. Some kind of arches. Pretty close. We'll go with it.
Would you be able to have the AI do the design and then tell it to do a stencil of the design? Then you could just print out the stencil and use it?
You can ask it to put it into a file for you. I think the correct file would be like an SVG file. So yeah, so say like if there's a certain part, like you know how we were loading this one up. Let's see how that's doing, by the way. If we, oh, that's disappointing. It kind of went away. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got it. Let's check back up into this while we got it. So yeah, we could talk about that right now. So it included the Limeline font right in there. This is pretty awesome. So yeah, so I don't know. Let's try it. Please turn the Limeline font into a SVG. It ain't even doing nothing. Please turn the Limeline font into a SVG file. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's even right. SVG. Somebody chime in. Is that right? SVG? Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see, what is it saying? Yes, so I created now based in bold outline. Oh, you can download it right here. Look at that. File not found. This it's really slow right now. So yeah, you know, nothing's perfect on this, but just so you know, this stuff's gonna get way better. But apparently it does do it. Download your SVG right there. Whether or not it did it with the line, I don't know. Play with it. See what you think. It also gives you like you want a lowercase I. Isn't that amazing? Like, because it knows Limeline is spelled with lowercase i's. It's pretty smart. The more you use it, the smarter it gets, and the more it gets to know you because it kind of doesn't forget. So, if we have time at the end, we'll go ahead, which we probably won't. We'll mess with some more stuff, but it looks like it does do that. Kind of. Beautiful, right? Okay, and then we'll take the blue real quick. Make sure it's all stuck down, and we're just going to do a couple of right up in here. It looks like we got. Let's go this way where it connects.
Chance, if your phone probably doesn't support SVG files, you can probably open that in your Cricut software though.
Oh, that's a possibility. You're probably right about that. Okay. Bam. Pretty close, right? That's what it looks like. All we're doing is just kind of copying what's here. Definitely using the grid here because without it, I feel like I'd be so lost. All right, back to the green. Let's go ahead and we got that one. Let's do this one over here. This one's going to. That one's that. So this one's going to swoop right out of here. And we're about right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a piece of tape. Kind of help me remember where we're going to end. Maybe right there. Okay. And then we're going to start right here. Open that up. Come around. trying to get the idea for it here. Okay. Let's do it. I think I got it my first shot on this one. Pretty close. Is that kind of, yeah, I think we got it. First try. Look at that. Okay, feeling good. Bam. Okay, that doesn't go to the edge, but that does break up and actually just falls right into itself. So we're going to come up here, and we're going to end up about like here. So maybe I'll start here. Start right there. It don't really seem like it right now, though. Besides, I think he might be better than me by now. Find out after this. Okay, beautiful, right? Yep. I mean, that's definitely not any kind of shape that I would ever do. Look at that thing. It looks ridiculous right now, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go ahead and go with 1/8 inch on this one as well. Where are we at here? Right here. I'm just kind of looking at the thickness. Looks like that just comes up and then just slides that way. Okay. It actually kind of curves up, see right there? And then take this guy. I feel like this needs to go in a little bit more. Okay. And this guy can come out. I'm going to trim this and make it. Am I doing that the right way? No. Okay. And trim this guy. And then this one gets trimmed too, so that one just kind of flows up. Yeah, that looks good. All right, all right. What do we got here? Looks like we got 2 lines. We'll do that in the 16th inch. One right here. Both those kind of go right down the middle, really. Oh, tape?
Someone said.
No. Hopefully not. I know where to get more, but trim this one way down here. Okay, got it. Keep on trucking. Now that we got more down, it gets easier as you go because you have more things to kind of to guide you. This is going to come right up in there, come right down, kind of right here, and then kind of a weird little break off right there. Okay, so we'll follow this since we have something to guide us. And this is going to stay, like what I'm looking at is a negative space right here. So I'm going to try to follow that, and it almost looks like it's the same size. So really I'm going to go about a half an inch. Keep that half an inch, even up the roll a little bit. Oh, that'd have been, okay, let's do that a little more actually. There we go. And then we're going to come, yeah, we're lining up just about right where we need to be. It's about the same thickness there. And we're going to come out just a little bit over that center line. And then it cuts straight down right here. So we're going to almost start looking like a night piece symbol, but right, it just flattens out right here. And then this guy's also straight. You can see it kind of go right there. This one. Cut there. Cut there. And there. We'll cut these lines out afterwards. So we're not going to worry about those right now. Okay, let's see. Great. Is that looking all right? What do you think, Ash? Think I'm doing okay? Think I'm redeeming myself? You're so hard to please.
I'll tell you at the end.
Okay. All right. I would go ahead and do this one right here, but it looks like it just falls into that one. Let me see here. Maybe we'll come back this way. We got that guy. Maybe this guy right here. That's what we'll do. See this one? Okay, we're going to go right off the edge right here. And we're just going to follow that about right. Somewhere about right here that we're going to land. It's a little more difficult. Let's see if I can get it done in the 1 or 2 shots, huh? Okay. That's the nice thing about taking the picture of your part. It all kind of lines up correctly, or pretty close at least. Tuck that up underneath there. Okay, and then you can see the negative space right here. So like this whole kind of triangle, that's what we're working with here. I think we need to go up more though, because you can see that the distance here between that and the center line is smaller. So we need to go way up. We need to be like at this angle right here. Then we come up over the center line. We drop back down, actually way down over here. Okay, let's see if I can do it. We'll go ahead and make a little mark though. Because this one actually goes, I thought at first it went here, but it doesn't. It goes here, right? Like right here. And then, yep, okay, I think we got it here. the wrong angle though. We're going to need to go a little bit lower. All right, let's do it. That's not bad. Let's see. Yeah, but there. Did in the first one. Okay, we're good. No problems here. Go ahead and we'll trim that a little bit shorter. It's okay. Perfect. Got it. Trim this down. Tuck that underneath. Okay, now we can kind of work off of that. Wherever we feel like the next, we'll go with another 16th inch here, or an 1/8 inch here. We'll kind of follow that same thing around. Okay. I think I'm going to go with it. It's not bad. We're going to go ahead and trim this just like this. I'm just kind of going off what the photo's showing. And then we're going to come off of here. Okay, I think I got it. Once again, having that center line right there, we know we just have it barely peeking out across that center line. And then we're just going to pretty much going to follow kind of this line. This probably needs to go a little bit more in this direction. Not bad. Let's try this again, though. Okay, I'll take that one. This will come up and around. And meet in. That's going to wrap one more time. Yep. Okay. Okay, let me get in the right position here. So we're coming around. Let me see here. Oh, sure. Looks like that one's going to have to dive in just a little deeper. Because it comes almost all the way. There we go. That's what we need. See how that's going to skim right across that one right there? And then it's going to end right up over here. So we're going to have to wrap this around. We'll get that a little bit closer. Okay, we'll just trim this. into a point. Oh, not quite like that. I've got a little scawampus right there. Okay. Okay. Not bad. I mean, that's a little bit different shape, but it's all good. All right, so it looks like we got a couple more lines to. Got one right here.
So this is Vanderslice like in places.
It is kind of, isn't it? Yeah, he's a master at overlapping, and it blows my mind. I just can't handle it.
He has crazy things. It's like, dude, how do you start and finish that? Like, I don't know. I've watched him on live, and yeah, his lines are crazy. They do overlap, and then you're like, I don't know how he doesn't lose track.
Yeah, well, I think he does use colored tape, actually.
Yeah, he does use colored tape, which I think does help.
Okay, that's not exactly the same, but. And right here we got a little bit of a. So this one's we're gonna go ahead and trim this one before we overlap that, so it doesn't get in our way.
So I said, Vanderslice's motto is, if I can do it, you can do it. Nope, I can't do it. I would be so afraid I'd pull the wrong tape and mess up the whole entire thing. We down and said, ew, wait, Adam has tattoos? Tattoos are gross.
What?
Really, the thing is you should say is, ew, Adam has naked skin, because that would be. Tattoo is more the majority of his body than the naked skin part is.
Yeah, especially lately, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that looks great. See how that just kind of. I'm gonna try to do something here. I don't know, something like that, I guess. Maybe just like this, and oh, not like that. Okay, cool. I think I like it. Let's see. Yeah, go with it. It's not exactly the same. Looks like that's more of like a swishy pinstripe style, but we'll keep that as it is.
That like said that Rob forgot to lay some line leaf.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Noise. Noise. Okay. So we already got those guys. Now we just got a little bit in here we got to deal with, right? Line there. We'll go in the middle here.
Silver leaf on the bagger.
Oh yeah, I think that's for his buddy. It's a pretty badass bike. And this one's gonna kind of come out and then go like that. And then this one's yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's ain't even hard. It was only hard at first. Okay. And then, yeah, okay. I'm going to cut this guy right here. Remember, on the 16th inch, I just usually like to cut it this straight. On the 8th inch, I like to make sure I cut them at a point. All right, we got this main one coming right up center here. We're going to go up. We're going to take the 8th inch. Okay. Basically, we're just following.
Are you painting this panel tonight or just taping it?
I'm going to paint this thing. How much time we got? Oh, we got an hour. Yeah, we got it. It'll be a 2-hour show, but
I'm gonna need to go get some cookie dough. These guys are talking about all kinds of snacks and
cookie dough. We have cookie dough. Oh yeah, we do. Well, tear it up, girl. I ain't gonna stop you. Just bring me some back. Okay, I'm just double checking to make sure we're looking good there. Yep. So we just need to follow this into here. See that little valley right there that we've kind of created? We just need to go hit straight to the center right there. So we're basically gonna follow this line right there. These are the easiest lines. When you have something else next to it to kind of follow. Just want to make sure I'm leaving me enough room. And then, bam, that point matches up. Oh, we need to go a little bit lower. We need to go a little bit lower. So that wasn't quite matching up. We need to come down there. This whole thing's going to need to be lower. We'll go ahead and move this thing to right there. Okay, so there's the first little part right there. And then it jumps straight up into this one. And then we'll go ahead and do that. I always like to be behind my tape too. Like, you can tape this way. You see where my body's this way? You can tape this way, but it's hard to get it straight. If you're always behind your tape like this, that's where you want to be, right there. Check this out. I think Rob might be proud of me on this one. It is looking like one of his jobs.
yeah, you probably would.
Okay, very nice. We got that one kind of up there, and then this is going to drop back down because where we're at now is we're right here at this point. We're going to bring that back down. Oh, that's crazy. So this is going to come down to about this point right here, and then it's going to dive down right there with that. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe get this one set out. It's about where I think it needs to be. And then Yeah, I'll just go ahead and cut that here for now, and then we'll retrim that. But we need to match this up into this. That's going to have to come a little bit lower, I think. That was a little short on that. Let's redo that. Nothing's perfect, so nothing's going to match up exactly. We might have to come into that area a little bit right there, because it did kind of come up over that, but we're going to have to fudge it. Fudge it a little bit. Okay, and then go right here. This is actually a little bit longer on this one than what it shows in the picture, but so this one's a little longer. It's okay. Okay, great. Hopefully, as we get in the middle here, we don't run out of space. Okay, we're gonna go. This is going to be the area where we have the leaf. There's only one area on this whole thing that has leaf, and it's going to be right here. So we'll go ahead and think about this for a second. Yep. Go right there. And then that just kind of just comes off right here. And then very, very different than what I'm used to doing, but I'm going to go with it. Let's see how this thing turns out. That I had to do a little bit different because there's no line right there. I could have dipped underneath there, really, but we may make that dip underneath this line right here. But for now, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so we got a little triangle we gotta do right here. So, but maybe before we do that, we'll bring 16th inch. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get this triangle laid out first. This one right here. Looks like this just kind of follows the roll.
I think it's cool that AI made the photo in the one section that really looks like it's spundly.
Yeah, it is, huh? Right? It did a pretty good job of matching that up. I wasn't sure if it was going to get it or not, and it did. Oops. Do that. Shoot, I might have to redo that one now. All right. Trim. Trim. Okay, where we at here? We got that guy. We have okay, I think I got it here. We'll take the 16th. And I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm right in the center of this, I really don't need. Oh, give me 1 second though. I'll do it. We'll do one right before I start painting, which is going to be very, very soon. Here we go. Okay, we're getting dang close right here. Right, a little design right here. This one kind of comes off right there. Let's try that. And then something right there. Go ahead and trim this up so I don't get confused what's going on here.
Looks like you're missing a line where the leafy goes. We have tape.
Yeah, right up next to it. Yeah, it does need one more line. I don't know if I'm going to do that line, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's where we go maze.
Yeah, where was I at here? Okay.
I'm about to go get the cookie dough.
Go get it, girl.
I'm waiting until I spin the wheel, then maybe I'll go. Someone show me a nano mold bar. Looks good. You would probably love it. Now I need a treat. It's an ice cream bar.
Oh, hey.
I know. I said you would love it. We're talking about ice cream and pizza. Your two favorite things.
God. Well, I don't have time for this. I got a panel to paint. And then looks like there's just one stray little guy right here. Okay, yeah, there should be another line right here. I think we're just gonna go with it though. I don't know where I'm really gonna fit that in. So
there goes Spawn's neighbor. Are they laying sod turf?
I don't know. Are they?
It looks like it.
No way.
Not next door, but the next door. See?
I don't think they're laying turf.
Why is that black stuff down on the ground?
I think they're doing weed mat.
No.
We shouldn't spy on our neighbors. Okay. Where else? What else am I missing here, guys? Let's see.
The line where the leaf is.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that little part out. Oh, I got a little bit more down here. Right? This guy's
Right.
here.
You're missing 2 more designs. Upper right and upper left.
This guy right here. Okay. Here. A little bit. Let's see. It's kind of a cool one.
The 2 lines bottom right.
Bottom right. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Talking.
Yeah, no.
2 lines top right.
Yeah, let me get this one first, okay?
2 lines to the left.
Nope. Don't tell me no more.
2
I don't want to hear it.
2 on the left middle.
No thanks.
2 on the bottom right.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm very confused right now, and this is taking. You're not gonna get your cookies. Come on.
Cookie dough. It's going to look wild. I love the design.
Oh, thank you. I can't take credit for it though.
Not for the design, but the wild taping.
Yeah, I'll take the taping. And you still got to do it with your hands. You still got to have the knowledge, but this really helps out. Like if either you're new or kind of stuck in a.
Can't decide like what they want, or they're trying to explain something. Maybe that would be helpful.
It might be. It'll get to that point where it's going to be you can narrow it down and really get it to exactly where you need in the future. But right now it hallucinates a lot. It changes stuff that it's. Sometimes you'll ask it to change it, and it changes everything, and it goes completely in a different direction. But it helps out, and it's just going to get better. All right. This one, this actually has a line right here. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Jeez. See if I can put that back down in there. Okay, anywhere else? I think we. Oh, there's a little more right there, but I'll do it just real quick. Last little one right here. Whoops, there goes again. Big old head. I'm sorry? Oh, great. There we go. We're good.
Top right?
Top right? Or we got top right? Oh, yeah, right here. Couple. We got a couple. Let's see. Right there. Oh, easy.
If this was all in the same tape, color, there's no way you'd know from start to the end. How would you?
No, you would. You would. I don't think the tape really makes that big of a difference. Maybe it helps out. I mean, we're going to treat the... What's going on here? What is this? Well, that's just what I did, huh? I was like, what are these lines reading?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm pretty confused. Okay?
See, I told you, don't freeze. Don't tell me that and then be like, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. What the hell is that?
Wait, what's this? Where'd this come from?
Jeez. Oh, another one right there.
Also, someone said right under the paper, and then also top left on the right side of the eye shape.
Maybe right here.
SMR Custom said, I've been over here playing with ChatGPT for 1.5 hours now.
Oh, I know, man. Takes forever for it to load up. I wonder if you pay for like the $60 subscription if it goes faster. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Okay. Anywhere else? They're looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my all my lines here that don't need to be here. My graph lines.
Yeah, get rid of the red lines.
I'm just cutting right along the edge of the tape. It's kind of easy to do because you can just follow the edge of the tape right there, and it just kind of cuts.
Yeah, see, it's a different color.
That definitely helps out. Yeah. Necessary? No. No, I just would have been more confused than I already was. Oh, I should have pulled these off before I did all these lines right there. Yeah, I feel like once I got so far, I probably would have just pulled these lines out. That way I didn't have to deal with them right now. Last couple right here. And we are about ready to throw some paint down.
When can I spin the wheel?
Let me pull this last line out here so they can see it. Okay, we got it. Woo! Did it.
Move it up a little.
Okay. Okay, not bad. I like it. It's something way different than what I would usually do. So, pretty happy so far. Let's make sure all of our tape lines are down. You can even run it.
You and Rob are switching it up. He's doing your lead tonight, and you're doing his.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy taping.
Yeah. Well, that's how it goes.
Well, fun. You guys didn't even plan it.
Didn't even plan it. All right, I'm just going to make sure all this tape is down good. Should run those corners. Who was it that gave me the idea of using the roller? E. Brown? Somebody gave me that idea, and that's a great idea. Okay, let's spin that wheel. What are they going to win again? Let them know, Ash.
Rob just said, "What up, family? We were just talking about you."
All right, what's up, dude? We are ready to paint here, Rob Vanderslice style.
Okay, well, you go ahead and tell them what they're going to win, and then I'll spin it.
You're going to win a metal panel like this, an aluminum metal panel, and then you'll win all three the sizes of the rolls of the green tape. Well, in fact, let's do one green, one blue, and one orange. That way they can they can have a sample and they can do something like this. So that'll get you started to do. We'll give away 2 of those. We'll give one away right now, and then at the end, we'll also give that away to one more person. So just hashtag lineman in the comments. I'll put you in for a chance to win.
Someone said roller ASMR.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, sounded like it. Someone said, I was going to ask you if you ever used the roller to button the page down.
This looks good, but let's try and getting rid of the line font and change the design to make it overlap more.
Okay, I'm going to spin the wheel.
Okay, we're going to let that think. It might take a while. But go ahead, spin that wheel. Who do we got? Oh, Fatlack. Did Fatlack win it? Woo! You got it, buddy. You did it.
Someone said, I just started watching you, and I wasn't expecting you to say Rob V. That's dope to see all the painting community is connected.
Oh yeah, me and Rob always been tight. And yeah, we both sell stuff, but it's not.
Hey, I'm gonna leave you guys right here while I
Oh,
get
great.
some cookie dough.
Y'all know how boring I am. Sorry, everybody. It's quiet time.
I was just on Vanishlight Live. He was gassing you up.
Nice.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some cookie dough.
Get some cookie dough. And we'll have this finished up here when you get back. So what I'm doing is I'm just masking out. See right here where it's cleaner. There's no black on there. There's really no black here, and there's no black really all right there. So we're gonna mask up these couple of areas. That way they can stay clean from the black candy that we're about ready to lay down with an airbrush here. Pull that guy. So that'll look good. That one looks like it has a pretty good fade on it. Yeah, this one looks super clean right here too, right? I mean, this one does have a fade, you can see, but it's a bigger panel. Maybe I won't fade that one quite as much, darken this up area, but we don't need to tape that out for that. But we do need to tape this out. This is going to be this one right here. Usually I try to avoid from doing this, but we want it to make it look like a photo, and I think I really need to do it in order for that to happen. Hopefully I can trim that, it'll look decent. We'll run this along right on top of that tape edge. Got it. Wait a minute, did I pull that right one? Oh yeah. Trim that up a little more in there. We're gonna have to fix that edge. As long as we don't have over masking, I can come back in there and hit that edge again with another small piece of tape. This paper tape, 1/8 inch paper tape green from Limeline, stuff is great because it's like regular masking. It's not vinyl. So it rips easy, and it's perfect for stuff like this. It doesn't really take curves very well. Not like fine line vinyl, at least, you know, but it does take enough of a curve here that we can get that edge. go. Trim here. Get your dough.
I got a little ping pong ball size.
You didn't bring the whole thing?
No.
Well, why not? Where's mine?
It'll be warm. I got ping pong size dough ball. Okay, let's see what I missed. Rob said, always love for Adam and Ashley.
For sure, man.
You too, Rob. We love you. B. Diamond said, I love the Limelight paper tape. I think it works good for a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, it does. You can still use it as fine line. You just can't take can't take a really tight turn, and it doesn't quite give you as sharp of a line. Okay, so those are the two areas we wanted to tape up to kind of protect them.
Like I said, it's karma. I had Limelight variegated delivered just on Monday. Oh, it's perfect timing.
Yeah, there you go. Now you got a little bit. What happened here? Live camera. Tap the camera icon to let ChatGPT view and chat about your surroundings. No.
No worries at all. If you want to share your camera feed or show anything, you can just tap that camera icon. But if you're good for now, let me know if there's anything else I can help with.
What did it just say? Huh. Okay. It's doing another, you see it's doing a couple other renditions. This thing's going crazy. It just talked to me. I'm actually pretty scared right now. X. Okay, but that's it, man. That's we won't mess with that no more.
I said the paper tape is great. I love the paper tape. I'm still having trouble with the vinyl tape. I keep trying to cut it with my finger.
Yeah, I'm kind of spooked at that thing talking like that. Scared me for a second. Okay.
He was like, sup.
I wasn't expecting that. It's never talked to me before. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to get my airbrush cleaned out here. Oh, I got sizing glue in there. What the heck? We'll get that cleaned up.
I'm sure it's a deep voice on the AI tool.
Yeah, that's why it scared me. I'm used to a woman's voice, actually, like in some of the other programs.
And I hate that I have to order your stuff from Amazon. Blah.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can just go to the Limeline website. You'll get faster shipping on Amazon, though. Definitely. Some of the like the flake and some of the paints and clear coat in the quartz, you can get 1 to 2 days.
Give me the yellow paste. Lift film.
Where?
I see it.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
Got it.
I'm trimming it. Oh, what's going on here?
See,
Hold on.
the cookie dough's already melting. If I would have brought the whole thing out, have the whole thing melted. My AI has a personality. It's always cursing at me.
And really, you could train it to do what you want. You know, that's the cool thing. I did upload it with a bunch of information when I first got it, talking about the brand and the colors and stuff like that. So that's why I was able to say use Limeline colors, and it kind of knew.
Shouldn't you tape the other lace area?
Which one right here? No, you know what? If you look real close right here, there's a really light fade on there. So I'm just going to be really careful. I'm going to make sure I get on this side, but I'm going to leave that fade. You can see it's just slightly darker right there. But yeah, it does. So I'm going to be really careful, but I'm not going to tape it off. Okay, black candy. Transparent black candy. We're going to use that. So candy is meant to mix 30 to 70 parts clear base coat, 30 parts candy concentrate. That didn't sound that great, but that's exactly.
Rob said, so Rob's the one who said he wishes he could order it anywhere on Amazon. He said, I can't, because he is in Canada. He said it's so expensive for shipping.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. Yeah, and also they charge you like an extra fee too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, we didn't know that they charged you guys a fee. Also, we already paid shipping.
Okay, let's see how this black's spraying, huh? Okay, that's spraying pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and
70-30?
yeah, you can go up to 50-50 if you want it a little more potent. You can go up to 50-50 and it still binds good. But yeah, so 70% clear base coat or intercoat clear, 30% of the candy color, and then you need to reduce it with urethane reducer to make it sprayable. Because paint comes too thick, you got to put reducer in there to thin it out to make it spray. So you'll put more reducer into this mixture than you would in a spray gun because it needs to spray out of this little tiny tip. So we need nice thin paint to be able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to kind of concentrate on the areas that I know are really dark. Here, you know, right there. This is all pretty dark. And then I'm going to fade in to the rest. Sometimes your airbrush get a little clogged up. You just have to clean off the tip a little bit. Okay, you can see right here, if you look, the black kind of fades lighter right there. So that's exactly what I'm going to kind of do here. Okay, that's looking pretty good there. All this gets done too. So instead of just starting in the middle, you never kind of want to do that. You always want to start on your tape edge and blend in. Even if you do need more tape, you always want to kind of start on your edge and move to the center. If not, it'll start to look blotchy on you. Transparent candies, any kind of candy, the more you put on it, the darker it's going to get. So if you're uneven, it's not like pigment paint where you can put, you can put a certain amount on there, and the more you put on there, it's not going to change it. It's just going to keep it the same color. That's not the case with candies. They're always going to get darker as you put more coats. Fill this back up. A little clogged. That's a little bit of that.
Probably just a little bit of that glue you left.
Yeah, I know. I should have done that. Dang it. Well, now it's kind of really clogged. I'm gonna have to pull out. I have to pull out my needle. I'm gonna pull out my needle real quick. So yeah, let's pull up these needles. All you got to do, loosen that back up right there, loosen that little barrel nut, and pull out that needle and clean it up. Up there's a little glue on there.
Blue or glue?
Not blue, blue.
gonna actually have to clean it today.
Just take it back for a new one, huh? Okay, I think we're a little better.
This post is why you keep your airbrush after you use it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for showing us the process, though.
Yeah, it happens, you know. This is really dark right here. You see how it's like pretty much all filled in right there? I'm still going to keep it a blend, though. Same thing here. We're just going to kind of, not too dark, just dark enough. You can see right here, it's nice. You see here, it's bright, dark. I kind of like that, how it kind of just has a gradient to it. I'm going to try to keep that look. Same thing here. This is really dark all right here. Okay, so this one looks pretty clean right here. So you see how this one right here is dark and it's still pretty light. It still has a little bit of fade. It's not like this, you know? So we're just gonna make sure we take our airbrush and spray it at this angle right here. See how we're keeping most of that clean right there? Am I spraying the right one? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Same thing here. Instead of going this way, I'm going to come this way, keep it cleaner. Good. Darken that up a little bit. And then right here, it looks really dark. You see here, it's dark, and then it kind of fades off right there. This one we're going to go right in the center. This one we're going to come a Okay, yeah, so this one, we're going to end up doing these fish scales in black, not in blue. We're going to end up doing these in a blue, those in a black. So we'll grab some fish scales here in just a second, but let me finish. We've got a little bit more to do here. Same thing, that gradient kind of comes down in there and lightens up. Kind of follow that. Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit of fade up here, it looks like. Pretty dark up here. All right, a little bit right here. Okay, I think we got it. At least with the black. I think we're good. Let me check right here. And this can kind of, I'm going to fill that the rest of the way in. Okay. It looks like we ruined it, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, we ruined it. It's done.
That looks like a cartoon.
Yep, we're in trouble. Okay, we're going to grab the some tape here. We're going to grab one of these Limeline fish scale stencils. Lay the tape on right there. I'm going to pull it right off just like that. Okay, where's my design? It looks like, okay, so you always want to start at the bottom and move upwards. So I'll go ahead and, oh, I was totally looking at that backwards. I was like, no way I screwed that up. I was, holy cow. Okay, so right, that's the lace. And this is where we need to be right here. So you don't want to start, you never want to like start here and then move that way, because then you're taping on top of what you just did. So you want to start here and move back. So what we'll do is we'll kind of line this thing up with the panel to make it straight to start. And I'm just going to need to be really careful and make sure I don't get any overspray outside of the tape. I'm actually going to turn my air pressure down just a little bit. So I'm just going to follow that, pull it up, and then when I lift it up, see it was right there? I'm going to go straight up and then over. So the point is going to meet the bottom of the next fish scale. Make sure you have it line up. And we're just going to keep repeating that process. Kind of getting off a little bit. Let's see. It's not straight anymore. Let's try to fix that before we get too crazy here. Really, we're just spraying on the stencil itself and letting the overspray do the work. See that? I'm not really even aiming for the panel, really. Just kind of aiming for the tape. And I just kind of move it around. That way you don't oversaturate the stencil too much. You think, Ash? Think it's gonna look good? And we're just gonna fade these edges. Yeah, you can shut it. Okay, great. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and we got these two other sections right here. We'll go ahead and grab another piece of that. Oh, jeez. God dang. That one hurt.
You can have a dent in your head by the end of the night.
Yeah. Same thing here. It looks like they're going in the same direction. So once again, starting at the bottom. Don't go nowhere.
Be damn said, Adam, you're hitting that camera as many times as I hit the camera when I'm on live.
Yeah, I know. My head's so huge, though. Big old brain I gotta carry around. Nope. Smeared that paint a little bit. Be careful with that. After these get saturated enough, you kind of have to switch them out. But the slower you go, the longer they last. So we're really trying to get through this thing. Okay, once again, we'll do the fade. Got to get that fade in. Very nice. Got one more right here.
Hey, come on, I want to see
It's
it.
almost there. It's almost there.
Come on.
What time are we at here? We at
1
2 hours?
hour, 51 minutes. So
Wow.
Some Wi-Fi here in about 9 minutes.
8 minutes and 30 seconds. I got this.
I thought that was lace.
No.
Oh, only one thing's lace?
Two are lace. Two things are lace.
Slow, that's the tempo. Where'd you go?
I'm right here. I gotta fill up my paint. I'm really hoping I don't drip on here. I need to be careful. We're almost there. You can get these stencils on Amazon. So we do have these fish scales. We have a couple of others too. I think there's 5 others, right, Ash? We have lotus. We have the honeycomb. We have the dragon scale. And what else do we have? Is that it? Oh, lotus.
You already said that.
Oh.
4. Takes longer when you're trying to duplicate something as it does when you're going off an idea in your head.
Yeah, it really does take longer if it's already drawn out.
It does. And it's out of his element, so he's on the struggle bus a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit.
Usually just comes to his head.
But you know what? That means good things are happening. If you have to press yourself and get out of your comfort zone, that's great. Do it.
Sometimes it's good to change it up.
Oh, it's great to change it up. It's great. Okay, we got that looking good. We got a little bit of lace to do. We got lace here and lace here. So I'll go ahead and I think that's all the black we need. I'm going to go ahead and clean out the airbrush, and we're going to put the green on here. Okay, we got a really nice green. So what I did is I just mixed together gold and blue together, and I made this really nice bright green candy. Stick that into the airbrush. Might need a little more reducer in there. Oh, nah, we need more reducer. See, I was just a little. Oh, you can't really see it right there. There we go. That's green up better. I'm going to turn my air pressure back up. Pretty much I'm at max air pressure of where that compressor will be at. So I think I'm about at 30 psi or so. The gauge don't work on that thing, so. Okay. We'll go ahead and start with the lace right here. All right, we got the lace. What I'll do is I'll probably just tape it down right here. Can't really see where that ends. Right
there. Is that green?
This is green. We're going to do it in green and not blue because it was actually supposed to be green. My printer printed it blue because I was out of ink. Okay, let's go the same thing. I'm going to kind of start on the edges. Go. Give it a nice little light look, and then we're going to give it the blend. Yeah, really subtle. That's what I like about it. It's kind of hard to see like in this light, but if you look right there, it really comes out. We're going to put a little bit more gold candy on top of that too. So That looks good. We're going to go ahead and pull this guy off. Okay, same thing here. We'll go ahead and lay that out right there. Maybe I'll just tape down this end over here. Hold that down in place. That works great. Okay. Go. Nice and clean. We'll go and save that. All right, looking good. Okay, and now all we really need now is we need to kind of fade this out with some more green. And let's go and look at everything here. Okay. And basically, I'm just going to kind of fade off of the black and any other tape lines that we don't have anything covering it. Just like that right there. Want to make sure we get that all the way saturated. Oh, I forgot to pull this one off. Look at that. We need lace in that one too? Oh, no. No lace in this one. I'm just going to pull that off. Oh, I'm going to do a fade in here as well. You could also do this with a minigun. Just turn the fan pattern down, but you're not getting quite the detail with a minigun. With the airbrush, you're able to kind of get smoother blends and tighter blends. Almost got it. A little bit more. I'm not going to worry. I'll just do that right there. Because even over the transparent black, you can still see a little bit of the green. It kind of still tints it just a little bit. To be honest, if I was to do, if I didn't want to make it all fumey in here, I would actually do a little bit more. So I'm going to stay a little bit lighter with it. Make sure we fade inside here. All right, I think that's about it for the green. What triangle? This one?
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Looking good. Last thing we're gonna do. Let me see if we should. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna go ahead and let's lay the leaf real quick, and then I can come back. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lay the leaf, and then we'll come back, and then we'll pull our tape, and then I'm gonna give it a light glaze of gold that we have. So let's go ahead and run a little bit of tape right here. It's looking good, huh? Wait till the tape's pulled. It's gonna look fantastic. All right, so the leaf's just going in one little spot right here, so we're gonna be able to whip that out pretty quick. Okay, I'll just go ahead and tape it up. I can't find my mask.
Right here?
No.
Right here?
Oh yeah, that's it. Look at that. It's right there.
Here.
That's right there.
Right by your phone. That's a big.
Yeah, it's okay. You're right. It's okay.
You don't look very good often, so that's fine.
It's okay.
I think you shut your eyes and look. I don't see anything.
I'm not denying that. That didn't work that great. There we go. Shoot.
Oh, there you go.
Not really.
Oh, it wasn't folded. Did it stick to itself or did it fold back? Oh.
I really just need a pair of scissors. What I need. There we go. I chopped it. Do one more little one right here. Okay. Now we won't get any leaf onto our project. We don't want that.
You said you need scissors, and then someone said, or a sharp blade.
Yeah, that's a pretty dull blade. That's been hanging around for a minute. Okay, let's we're gonna clean this guy out. Where's my glue at?
I think it was
There's
right
glue
by
right
your
there.
phone.
Okay, so we're going to use the limelight sizing glue. This is meant to be mixed 1-to-1 with water, so it's sprayable. If you're spraying it out of your minigun, you don't even need to reduce it. It can go right out of the bottle.
What's the roll of plastic called? I need to order some.
Yeah, we'll have that very soon.
After he does the stencils, he'll probably do that.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm running out of cups here.
Nope.
I'll just mix in this little cap right here. Okay. Make sure it's spraying good. Oh, yeah, that's a nice fan pattern there. All right, a couple of light coats to start. Don't over apply it, especially at first, because what it's going to do, it's going to beat up on you and create a texture that you don't want. So that's all we need. You see it, feel it. It's tacky, but not stringy. If it is stringy, you got to wait until it's not to put another coat on. Just another second. Make sure we have our silver leaf over here. Got our leaf ready to go. The leaves do come in these little packets like this. They come 100 in a pack. This one's a what's this one? Variegated? This one's a copper leaf. We're going to use just silver leaf, and we're going to tint it with some candy, the same gold candy that we're going to put over the rest of this. Okay, that's going to do it. Let that dry just for a second. I'm going to clean this out. Give it just one more second. It's just a little gummy. Lay this straight down. Two sheets, all we need. Easy. Take our burnishing brush and make sure that where it meets right there, it's pressed down before we go too crazy. Use the roller. Then we'll go ahead and just put a nice light burnish on here. Make sure all the edges press down. This I actually may have applied this when the glue is a little too wet. I want to show you something. See how it's nice and smooth right here? Just get this up closer to you guys so see what's going on. See how it's just a little dull right there? The paint, the glue was still a little wet. Put a little bit of texture in there. It'll be fine, but that's not optimal. We should have waited just a little bit longer to put that leaf down. It's okay. It's a learning experience. It'll still look fine. But I like to look the best it can, but that's fine. All right, we're gonna go with it. We're not even gonna leaf it again. We're just gonna go with that because we could just leaf it again and probably take care of that problem. We're running out of time here. This is gonna look just fine. Looks like we're pulling off one of the lines with it on accident. That's fine though, because it all has to come off anyways. Remember, pull from an angle. No. Okay, we're just going to start by. Don't let me forget to spin that before I put the candy that way.
Someone said he does it all the time. He gets it wet, too wet, and he says he lets it dry overnight, and then he spins it next morning.
Oh, really? That probably would help. There should be a whole bunch right in that ledge right there, like right in the middle. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna use a plastic blade to make sure that we don't cut into or scratch our paint. Well, we can pick up those edges and
pull the panel up more so they can see the whole thing in the camera view. Like this.
Oh, gotcha.
More.
Yep. Is that good?
More.
More. Falling off the edge here. There we go. There we go.
Can you put more? Can you put foil over? Let me see. Can you put more foil over without more glue?
Nope. Nope. You're going to need another layer of glue. Just like you did on the first one, you just put down another layer.
When you do all that in 30 seconds or less, you have to expect some kind of mistake. Expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, we rushed it right there. I totally rushed it. But you know, that's usually I wouldn't. If this was a customer's job, and I would wait, make sure it's done right, because you're just gonna, if you have to go back and relief it after it's been cleared, this is not the right way to do it. Sometimes it happens though. You can't be sad when it happens, because sometimes it happens. You just cry for a little bit.
Wait, were you going to spray something over that before you pulled those, or no?
No, right after.
Oh.
I do need to spin it though before I put down the candy.
This is a teaching moment.
Mm-hmm. Usually always is when we do these things. I always learn something, even myself. Don't forget to hit the hashtag Lime into the comments, because we are going to give away another one of these blank panels with the fine line tape. So if you want,
fantastic.
You can try this yourself.
Wait, is this a real show or is this all AI? I need that fine line tape.
And you've just watched all Artificial intelligence. The whole time. No, I'm real.
No, artificial intelligence would know how to do the math.
Okay. Who said that?
Me.
Oh, okay. You're allowed to make fun of me.
Pull the panel up a little more in the view.
Yeah. Definitely rush that. I can totally see. Totally see that. Heard that yawn. We're almost there, Ash. We are almost there. Hang with me, guys. Hang with me.
Put it back in the view. So wouldn't it be funny if at the end Ashley and Adam were like, psych, this is all AI. Yeah, and they were sitting on the beach somewhere.
Oh, one day, you
That
know.
would be amazing. He did all that too fast to not be AI.
I'm a machine. What can I say?
Wait till the cookie dough kicks in. She'll be up all night. No, I'm home. I'm ready to go to bed.
Can't handle the cookie dough.
I only had a little tiny ping pong size cookie dough. Not the whole time. Oh, heavens.
Okay, we got it just a little bit more right here. A little bit right there.
I haven't even taken my nighttime sleepy medicine and I'm already sleepy.
Well, that's good. You don't need it. Just watch me for 2 hours. Put you right to bed. It's bedtime. At Time Warp Custom Paint. I'll just be rolling with the roller, pulling tape.
Wow, completely amazing. It's almost midnight here. Bottom right corner. That even flow of tape lays down like Vanderslice.
Does. It kind of looks a lot like it. I feel like this should have dipped under, but it didn't really dip under anything. It looks good. No complaints here.
That would be the next thing is, God, do you have all the tape off?
Do I have all the tape off? No, I don't. A little bit right there. I've cleared things all the time, and you find little slivers of tape, and then you have to cut them out.
That's what I mean. How would you, that's so many you would miss them.
You have to rub it. I feel one right there. Right on the edge. Okay, let's go ahead and spin that. Not spin the wheel. We're almost to spin the wheel. We're going to take the leaf spinner. We'll use the 1.5 inch on, or the 1.25 inch on this one. Let's see how this works out.
Can we expect more AI designs in the future, or was this torture?
Yeah, no, I'll do more. Yeah, that's really just not. I mean, it's spinning. You can see how it's just not as. See right there.
Yeah.
It's a good example, right?
Yeah.
Of what not to do. Those spins pretty much don't even do anything.
You just got the spins on the end, on the outside, kind of shining up, and the middle is like a little dull.
But yep, the middle's dull. You can see right there. See?
That's an okay looking design.
That's no, not really. But yeah, we learned from that one. Don't rush it. Let your glue dry. If you apply it too fast, it's gonna have a texture to it, and that's what happens.
Don't let my yawning rush you.
Too late. Too late. Okay, a little bit of.
Is that why you rushed? Because I yawned? I don't think I yawned until after you did that.
Oh no, I'm not. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, sweetheart. It's my fault.
Now you're gonna put candy over it.
Yep.
Gold.
Nice gold. Nice light layer over reduced. It's actually a little bit of green in this gold. I'm going to show you right now. There's just a tiny bit of green in this gold.
Is there a tiny piece of tape on the top of that by the fisheye, or am I just seeing a speck?
Did you say fisheye?
Fish scale.
No. Like, I hope there's not fish eyes in this thing already.
You just wiped something on there.
Yeah, there was. What the? I like wiped glue on there.
It's kind of like an eye and fish scales. What's that?
It's a little piece of tape that's kind of just floating on there.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put this mixture down of goldish green, just a little bit of green into this gold. This is the candy.
I know, I read it late, but they were reminding me.
Oh.
Once cleared, after the gold will look great.
And we're pretty much just going to put light coat over the pinstripes. Kind of blend them in a little bit.
Would like to request a yellow gold candy paint job with honeycomb stencil on more light. Don't see a lot of yellow.
Yeah, a lot of yellow candy. Yeah, gold. Yeah, because it's so light, you really need a darker color to go with it. Like golden orange or golden green, golden red. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, that would look good. I would prefer like a little bit darker fade as well with another candy color, but yeah, it still would look good. Okay, that's all we really need is just a little bit of that fade. See how that kind of like melted it all together. I made the pinstripes not stand out quite as much, but it kind of just gave it all kind of a greenish tone. I'll get a little bit more. Yeah, you gotta make sure you don't mix the two, because the purple, if you mix purple and gold together, you're gonna end up brown wherever those two mix. Which can be fine if that's what you're going for, but you got to keep them separated if that's the case, because then you have all the primary colors together, which is going to make brown. Making sure we got this good. I'm going to step back and take a look at it. Kind of get in the center of those a little bit. Okay. And we're good. We have a nice blend there. That's it. So we would hit this with a 2K clear coat. You can use a double shot like we have here. This is a 2-part in a can. So you would pull this right here, spin it 360 degrees inside that little plunger right there, mix it up, and then you have the 2 parts that are released inside the can. This is good for 24 hours. So we'd be able to, I'm not going to clear it right now, but that's how we would do it. We would just use some of that, or you can just use 2K clear out of a gun as well. But that's it. That's it's not that turned out pretty good. I kind of like the blue that was in the picture, but if we compare the two, like I said, my printer printed it out in blue because I was out of yellow ink, I guess.
Put it to the side by side.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty dang close.
Yes, it is.
Barely got through that one. All right. That's it. Let's spin that wheel. Like I said, the last person here is going to win the panel and each roll of the color of tapes. So you'll get 3 rolls of tape with this. You can kind of do the same thing if you'd like, or do anything you want. Look it up on AI. Prompt it. You're good to go. All right, let's do it.
Okay. Where's my mouse?
You got it?
Here it is.
All right, good luck, everybody. Captain. Congrats. You won yourself a panel and some tape. And that's it. We appreciate y'all being here. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram or our email address. Yeah, and if you are a winner, you're going to need to email us at info@limelinepaintsupply.com. Let us know you won, and we will get those prizes out to you. I need your info. But that's it. I appreciate y'all being here and dealing with this with me. I was sweating before, and man, I'm glad it turned out. Not bad at all. Once this thing's cleared, it's really going to pop. So I'm excited about it. Hope you are too.
This is exactly what ChatGPT should be used for. Great video.
Thank you. Yep. Works out good, and it's just going to get better, guys. It's just going to keep learning, and the more you use it, the more it's going to learn about you and your style. So I think you could even upload some of your work in the ChatGPT and say, you know, this is my work, this is my style. Remember this, and it'll supposedly remember it and refer back to it later.
Thank you too. Love these shows. Looks really good. Thanks for sharing your time and knowledge. We appreciate you both. Everyone have a good night. Be safe. That was cool. You did a great job, Adam. You'll have a great week.
All right. Oh, thank you, everybody. Appreciate the nice words. Appreciate you being here.
Okay, guys. Have a good weekend.
All right. Thanks again.
Bye.
See you next week.